So I'm here with James and Patty. And Patty, you told me that you heard about the class through James, and yet he didn't go and you went. Why don't you tell a little bit about that?
Well, he invited me to go, and I didn't want to go. I hesitated, but then I decided to go. But then I ended up going by myself, and I went through two whole classes, not two classes, but two whole sessions of the whole 13 weeks by myself. And at the third round, he walked in.
Were you, did you just finally decide that she was learning a lot of stuff that you wanted to learn, or what brought you in after? And your marriage obviously had been in crisis,
I
correct?
seen the difference. That's
Okay.
what it was. It was a difference. And when I started seeing the difference, I decided that I wanted to go. And as I went to the class, I started listening and seeing everything through the class and the testimonies that other people and other couples had, and figured I wasn't the only one out there. And I thought I was the bad one, but there was other people that had worse situations than I have. And I figured, well, if God brought me here, why not just finish and go through the class and really learn? And as I went through it, through the whole class, on the next round they had another class, I wanted to run a table. And I wanted to express myself that if you open up and you let everything out, God will fix everything and you'll learn from the class.
So, Patty, were you surprised when James decided to come?
Yes, because honestly, I didn't expect him. I would invite him every class, and he would say no. He would just take off, and I would go to class faithfully, and Vicky would help me, and it's okay. He will walk in through those doors. It's just God's timing.
You know, people are watching this video right now from all over the world. People land on the website, they want help. They're frustrated, they're hopeless, and they're watching you thinking, I don't know if I could have kept going. What words of encouragement would you give them?
I would say, when you're at that table sitting, God's right there next to you, and then you have the support of people around you. And that's what gives you the strength to keep going and keep going, because we've been married 30 or going on 37 years. And this was 7 years ago. And I was done, literally done. And God said no. And we're still together.
Wow. So, James, what advice would you give the spouse, could be man or woman that's watching, the spouse that really doesn't want to go, doesn't want to work on the marriage, but they're watching their spouse just continue to be steadfast?
To me, it's, if you don't go, you're not going to fix your marriage. If you really want your marriage fixed, God is always there. God will be there to help you with everything. But the first step is going to the 911 classes. Helps and reunites you with your spouse. But the first thing that I would like to turn around and say, if you're going to go to the class, you got to be open. Open up your heart, and God will solve all your problems.
Because your focus is on God.
Yes.
Because you're not focused on your spouse.
It's
Correct.
not about yourselves. It's about God helping you and working through it. And you got to be open. Everybody's got stuff hidden in closets. If you keep it hidden, you're not gonna solve your problem. You gotta open up. And once you open up, it's like an egg. Once you crack an egg, it's open, it's free, and God will turn around and take care of it.
Thank you guys so much. It's really powerful that the Lord worked through you. And Patty, your steadfastness is just amazing. You came through those classes. And I like the idea too that you invited James, but you didn't nag him or hound him or get mad at him and throw in the towel on the marriage just because he didn't go. And that's really what this ministry is all about. It's working with the one that wants to make the change. And then look what happened. James, you saw the change in her and your marriage was saved.
Yes.
And it's all due to God.
Thank you guys so much.